Hey guys, welcome back. So as you can see, I'm back on the kayak out here with Tosh right there, and very sad stuff happened. So we had made a video, we caught like a 30-pound rooster fish right by the beach, and it was a really good fish. There was actually a double hookup and it was a pretty exciting fight, and then my video files all corrupted and I lost the whole video. That entire really nice rooster fish just gone forever. So today I'm back to get some revenge. We're out here in Puerto Jiménez and we're gonna try to catch another rooster. This time I will make a video, and if you haven't already checked it out, we've already had some luck catching rooster fish. We caught on our first trip out here a really big one, around 50 pounds, and then we've also gotten some on live bait off the little beach over there. But today the plan is to we're gonna start out jigging for some grouper. Tosh said he found a good grouper spot, so we're gonna throw down some jigs and see if we can pick one up, and then we'll move on to the rooster fish, probably pick up some live bait, chuck it out, and just see what we can find. You know, the fishing out here has been pretty good. Let's see if it continues that way today. So I'm gonna do a little troll just to the grouper spot. I'm gonna start off trolling this little pink lure right here. I had a lot of luck with this. It caught me some tuna the other day. I was just trolling it out in the middle of the Gulf, and I hooked up some nice black tuna. And I like that it has that pink color, because right now the watercolor is pretty clear, so that flashy color definitely stands out a bunch. So I'm just gonna chuck this straight behind the kayak. And once it's out there, I'll give it some line. And once it's back far enough, I'm just gonna close this bail and set the rod down right here. Now you can see my lure trolling back there. You can see that rod just wobbling a little bit. That's got some nice action. Let's see if anything wants to hit it right now. So right now we're out in this little inlet in the Gulf. It's about 5:20 in the morning. There'll be about half an hour till the sun rises, and the low tide was at around 3:40 this morning. So right now we're fishing that incoming tide. The water is filling the Gulf, and there's actually a 10-foot tidal change from low to high tide. So there's a big increment as the tide fills. So we'll be looking to use the tides to our advantage and see what we can produce today. Nothing on the troll right there, so I'm gonna switch this and we're gonna start looking for grouper. I'm taking this one off and I'm switching it with this orange yellow jig right here. You can see it's not a very big jig, but let me show you exactly what I'm gonna be doing with this. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flick this right in front of me, and I'm just gonna let it sink all the way to the bottom. So it's actually pretty deep here. We're not even that far from shore, and we're marking it's 93 feet. So it'll go all the way down there. And once it's down there, I'll just close my bail up, and we're just gonna be fishing the bottom since the grouper are just laying on the bottom. I'm just gonna give it a flick up, let it go back down, and just like this, just let it flutter up and down a couple of feet from the bottom until I feel some pressure, and then boom, hook set. Yep, GoPro, start recording. Let's see, so first fish right there on the drop, not even reeling up, and I got a good hook set on this guy. Let's see what it is. See if we got a grouper right away. All right, let's see. He's coming up. Oh, nice, good snapper. That's a good snapper. I'm gonna keep this guy, put him in the cooler. And you see the snapper right at the bottom as well, so let's keep jigging right here. That was fast. That was only my second drop, so I'll keep dropping it and we'll see what more we can catch. But there you go, that's the first fish of the morning, and it's a nice little rose snapper. But I can identify this guy's a rose snapper because of this dark spot right here, and it's a very pretty fish. Just look at those colors. So I'm gonna put him in the cooler and we'll keep fishing. Yep, there we go. I felt this guy bite and I set the hook right as he was biting it. So I felt him bite on the drop, and then right when I jigged up, I just used it to set the hook, and this is a good one. This is a solid fish. I think he's hooked well though, so let's bring it up. There we go, second fish of the morning. Off to a good start. And it's a snapper, it's another good snapper. Nice. Let's get this guy in here. Look at this. Good snapper. Nice. Oh shit. Oh shit, something just hit it. So right now what just happened is we put a live bait out and I was just reeling it in to show you guys what I was using, and then boom, this guy just got slammed right away. But my rod wasn't even, my bail wasn't in free spool, so I didn't give this guy time to eat it. But right away you can see there's a hit here, there's a little cut. That might have been a snapper or something, because snapper tend to cut, rooster tend to leave sandpaper like bites, and jacks don't tend to leave much. But I'm gonna switch up this bait and then we're gonna start on the live bait. You can see we already got a hit, so let's see if live bait does it. So you can see I got another live bait on here. This is a nice big herring with a circle hook right through the nose. So I'm gonna just drop this guy right there, open up my bail, and I'm gonna take him just right over there so I can keep jigging. But now we're gonna have a live bait out. We already got a hit on that live bait within seconds, so hopefully this guy can get us a good fish. Looking for rooster, jack, something of that sort. So it's nice to have something like a live bait out, because a live bait really does all the work for you, and meanwhile you can do something like jigging or catching bait. So right now got the jig back on. Let's see what else we can find. Yep, there we go. Oh, we got off. GoPro, start recording. There we go. There we go. Got it back. I had just lost a fish, and now we got it. This is a heavy fish. This is a heavier one. Hopefully we got a grouper. If not, it's a nice snapper or something. But it's got some weight to it. Look at that. Oh yeah. Not a mackerel. This is not a mackerel fight at all. Oh, it's a threadfin jack. Look at this. Threadfin jack right there. Yeah, Tosh. Right, I'm gonna let it eat. Something just took this live bait, so I'm letting it eat. Yep. All right, we're on. Big fish on. Big fish on the live bait. There we go. You see that live liner? That's why you need that live liner. That's why. This is a big fish. Yup, this is a big one. This is a big one. Let's see, let's keep him on. That circle hook hopefully is right in the corner of the mouth. I let him eat for a solid amount of time. I think he's hooked well, and wow, what a fight. Yep, good fish. Let me see if I can gain a little on this guy before he takes off. This is a good one. This is probably either a rooster fish or a jack crevalle, but whatever it is, it's a good fish. And it hit that herring. It just smoked it. It had one little hit before, and then just as I set my jigging rod down, it took this one out. Probably what'll happen is I'll get it close and it'll run again, but you can see right now I'm just pumping and then reeling it down. So I'm pumping up, reeling it down. That's how I gain line right here. Let's see. Yeah, he's on there well though. Yep, good fish. Look, I'm getting towed right now. I'm just going on a ride. There we go. There's a good run. And right now, literally, I'm just letting it tow me. It's gonna tire. It's got its weight plus the kayak plus me. It's gonna tire. So it's just good for me, basically. And then once it tires a bit, we'll put the hurting on it with the reeling, and we'll try to get it up. Look, bye, Tosh. Look at that. That's actually a pretty... I control at this speed. This is a good... It'd probably take me like an hour to cross the Gulf right now. Nice, it's like a free taxi. Free taxi, all you have to do is get some live bait, put it on a circle hook, and it's a free taxi. Yeah, we're moving pretty fast. There we go, there he goes again. Let's see. Just keeping tension on this guy. There's not much I can do right now, other than enjoy the sleigh ride. Getting towed by a monster fish. This is how I like to relax. Look at this. Yep, and just look at how fast we're moving through the water. I'm not doing anything. I'm not pedaling, nothing. And it's basically right now, I gain a foot, he gains 10 feet. And later on, that'll switch. That'll flip. And that's when I'll get him. Yep. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Look at this. Going light speed towards that boat. I'm gonna steer him away a little bit. Don't want any line issues. There we go. Yeah, it looks like whatever this is has tired out a good amount at least. Look at that. It's just going straight down now. Pretty deep water, so it has lots of space to go in, and now I'm getting towed backwards. The reverse sleigh ride right now. Let's see, and I think he's just under the kayak. He's just gone down like a submarine, and he doesn't want to come back up. All right, so Tosh can see him on the fish finder right now. 60 feet, that's not that much. So hopefully we'll see him sometime in the next 20 minutes or something. But a lot of times you get these guys up to 10 feet, and then they just go back down to 70, and that's that, and you have to restart. So it could go either way. Roosterfish, a lot of the time they'll fight a lot, and then they'll kind of give up. You can pull them up and then they'll run back down, but you'll have these periods where you can just pull them up 50 feet or something. And then jacks tend to have way more consistent, just strong fights. They're like a stamina fish. So this could be a jack. The other day I hooked a jack on almost a trout rod and on a little rapala, and it took an hour and a half to reel in. It was a good jack, and if you want to watch that video, I'll put it right up there. But I think this could be a big jack crevalle for sure. Right now I'm literally switching batteries because my battery is exhausted. We've been fighting this fish for half an hour, so I gave Tosh the rod. How's it feel?
I just can't get it over the front of the kayak.
It's a big fish. Yep, got it.
Got it?
Yep,
Right.
There we go. All right, back on it. We are back. Let's see. Good fish. Jeez. And yeah, it's probably a jack because a roosterfish would have kind of had its little give up moments by now. So basically you want to keep the fish's head up because once it's pointed down, it's just aimed down. They can take much more drag. They're much stronger. Whereas if that head is aimed up, they don't really have any force downward. They're not aimed down, so it'll be a lot easier. It's good tip with these big fish like rooster and jacks, so keep that in your notes. Yep, head shakes right there. We're getting head shakes. Wow. I'm just trying to finish it on this last one. Yeah, a lot of head shakes. That's typical of a jack though. So probably what we're looking at. 25. All right, so in that time, in the last like 10 minutes, that thing has moved 5 feet, but it's moved 5 feet in my direction, so only one of us is gonna win this tug of war. So right now he's under the kayaks, but we got him. I can see him right over there. And he's just going in circles under us right now.
Back down to 25 feet.
We had him up and now he's back down to 25 feet, so that's how this goes. There he is. You see him? Yep. All right, let's see if we can get his head above the water right now. It's basically over. There we go. He's gonna come up now. There we go. Wow, that's a big jack. That is a big jack. Careful with that tail, because those tails can cut. But look at this, we got him.
Beautiful jack. Probably about high 20s.
High 20s?
Yeah.
Nice. That was 48 minutes of fight. Wow, so look at that jack. I caught a 50-pound roosterfish, and this thing fought harder than it. Look at that. Look how it's shaking the kayaks. Whoa. And these things just fight harder because they're absolute stamina machines. So look at the size of this fish. Whoa. Big jack. Super strong. This is all muscle. Look at that big head right there. Wow, that's the last thing a lot of fish see.
After 48 minutes of fighting this beautiful jack, we're gonna get a nice release on him.
My friend Jurgen has been asking me to do this for the last 52 videos I've filmed. So here you go, Jurgen. Big kiss on this jack. Let me release this guy. See you later. There you go. Those are strong fish. That thing is off right away.
High five, dude.
High five.
There
Awesome.
you go.
All right, baby. That's beautiful. Fish number one, or big fish number one of the morning. That's a Jack Crevalle. And you can see right here, I already got another live bait out. So we're going to see if we can hook back up. I am beat from that last fight, but let's see if we can catch something else. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. So we're going to switch it up on the jig a little bit. We switched to this one. So this is actually, you know, it's not connected to the hook. The hook is tied on separately. It's just tied to the line right there, but this thing slides a bit. It'll just be resting like that though. And we're just gonna flutter this one. You can see we got some bait on here as well. This is a mackerel. This is part of a little mackerel that Tosh caught. So all we're really doing is we're letting it sink and then we're just fluttering it up and down. And the combination of this jig and that scent and taste of that mackerel hopefully should find us a grouper or at least something down there. All right, we got a good grouper on here on that jig and bait. And yeah, this is nice. I can feel it's just trying to pull me straight down into the rocks as grouper do. And you just got to keep it up off the rocks, because once it goes down there, it'll just go in a hole, and rocks versus braid is not going in your favor. There we go. Let's see, I feel some head shakes on here, but it's a good fish. Whoa, big catfish right there. Whoa. There you go. Oh, he's wrapped around. He's wrapped around. There you go. That's a catfish. Yeah, that's a good guess. You know, we thought it was a grouper, but big cat. Look at that death roll. The catfish death roll. They do the same thing as crocodiles and alligators do. So that death roll actually kind of backfired on him, because the line's now wrapped around him. We got to be careful because he has a big nasty barb, or a couple actually, and they can cause fever, chills. You know, it's venomous.
As you can see, these are super sharp. If you get, and the thing is, it's like a hook. Once it goes in, it does not come back out. I got small ones into me, and you just have to rip them out. Pretty much like a stingray. Yep. Nice catty.
Nice catfish.
Thought it was gonna be a big grouper.
Yeah. All right, let's get the release on this guy.
Oh, there he goes.
There he goes. Nice. Nothing else wanted to take our jigs or bait. Looks like no grouper today, but what we are gonna do is we're just gonna keep trolling. I'm trolling around a live bait right here, and we're gonna move to shallower water, see if we can find a rooster or another jack, something big, you know. Here we go. There we go, there we go. Picked it back up. There we go, yep. Nice, I was just casting that popper because there's a big school of fish right here. And boom, that's a bite. You can see it, picked it up, dropped it, picked it back up. So when it drops it, just leave your bait there, because it can get picked back up. There we go. Feels like another good fish. Smaller though, or at least it's coming in fast right now. Yeah, it hasn't put up much of a fight now, but it does feel like it's got some size to it. I think it just hasn't started to fight. A lot of times the bigger fish don't go off until you have them closer to the kayak for some reason. But look, right now can't really do much. I think it's a good sized fish that's just not fighting very hard. But there we go, we're on. Yep, there you go. There you go. See, so this is a good fish. This is a good fish. Right in that school of sardines where I was casting the popper. I think this could be another long fight. I'm not gonna lie. It's looking like it. Look at this line. See, so first this fish was coming in fast, and then, see what I say, boom. It's gone, it's taking off. So what we do when we hook up a big fish is take the pedal drive out, just to avoid accidents. But look at this fish. Good fish. Could be a rooster. Could be a jack. Yeah, and it looks like we're going on another sleigh ride. We're getting towed again. There's my anchovy. There's my herring. I'm gonna get it away from the birds because these birds will go straight for it. But there's my bait. You can see my bait. Yeah, he's still alive. Wow. That herring is still alive somehow. And actually, we might be able to tell what's on the line right now just by looking at the herring. It doesn't look like a rooster bite from where I can see. Yeah, bad day to be that herring. It's just in the middle of a tug of war after it got almost swallowed by some monster down here. All right, okay, Tosh got that herring. Can you tell what hit it?
Looks like a jack.
Looks like a jack? Yeah. All right, maybe we're on another jack, in which case this may be a long one. There we go. See, look at this slow pump up and then reel down. That is how we get him. Nope, there we go. He says nope. He says he's going back down. He says see you in an hour. Well, I hope not. I hope it's see you in 30 minutes. Oh, there we go. I see him. I see him. He's coming up, Tosh. That's a jack. Yeah, that's a good jack crevalle. So I'm gonna show you. This guy's younger than the other one because that tail is yellow. Look at this fish. Nice. So actually, they're pretty big. They're about the same size. Definitely did not fight as much as the other one, and we're getting Tosh here to help me land this thing. But look at this. This is a good fish. You can see with the age, the fins are different colors. Wow. So I think how it works is this guy is younger, so his fins are yellow. But I'm not 100% sure. If you do know, please correct me in the comments. There we go. You got to be careful when you grab a jack by the tail because they have some sharp plates. So
it's actually bigger than the other one.
Yeah, it's bigger, huh? It's bigger fish, but it didn't fight as hard. So a lot of times bigger fish don't fight as hard for some reason, but it's kind of a trend. Just take a look at this guy. Wow. Big fish. All right, let's get the release on this giant. These guys are very strong, so you don't need to revive him as much. But let's give him a couple of pulses right here and then see you later, buddy. All right, well, that's fish number 2. That's big fish number 2, jack number 2. Day's not over. All right, so we're gonna chuck this live bait out. I'm using a smaller sardine now. Let's see how it does. But throw it back and see if we can hook up again. There's bait everywhere, and you can actually see Tosh over there on that kayak, and he's just fighting as hard as he can. There was a rooster or a jack or something of that sort just took his sabiki. So the lightest rod that is literally meant for catching anchovies, he's hooked up to a jack or a rooster or something. Odds of him being able to pull it out, not great. You know, probably a hook will bend out or the line will snap or something, but he might get it. So he's getting towed around, and the hooks on the sabiki are like this big, so it'll be interesting. And I'm just throwing this popper because there's a ton of fish around with well, as you can see, right, Tosh is hooked up, but then also with the herring, just it draws a lot of attention. Look at this right here, all of this popping off. So let's pop it. There we go. Oh, fish on, big fish on, right on the popper, yep, right on the popper. Nice, I saw that guy hit, he missed once. That's why we cast a cup of the popper. That's why we cast a popper, right when there's fish. There we go. I'm not sure what it is. It feels bigger than a mackerel. I don't think it's a mackerel. Let's see. On that popper, ooh, big run. But I got another line out right now, so I gotta be careful. Nice, right on that popper. So Tosh is hooked up, I'm hooked up. Oof. I doubt it. If this is a mackerel, it's fighting like a mackerel. Those runs are typical of a mackerel. But this is a strong fish. Look at this reel. This is the reel I use for big fish. It's 6,500. Oh my God. I really want to see what this fish is. I saw him come up and miss my popper once. And then the second time, he just did not make that mistake. He almost went straight through it. I'm just worried about that other line. I'm gonna try to put this guy on this side. Let's see. Oh, that's a huge mackerel. That's just a huge mackerel. Huh. Wow. Well, you saw the runs on this mackerel. Yeah. Yep. Look at this. Look at this big mackerel. It's really torn up from the popper. And I gotta be careful because those big head shakes could put a hook through my finger. There we go. There we go. Hook is out. Look at this nice Sierra mackerel. This is a good fish. This is gonna be dinner. And this thing absolutely inhaled that popper. So look at this mackerel compared to the lure it took. So they're pretty feisty fish. They got big eyes. Look at that. Eyes are bigger than his stomach almost. But yep, you can catch nice mackerel on the popper. I'm gonna get this guy in the cooler and then we'll keep fishing. There's a lot of fish around still. GoPro, start recording. There we go. Oh, this is a, ooh. Ooh, I might have hooked a grouper. Maybe. Yep. Yeah, I just don't want him to get in the rocks. No. Well, whatever got off right there, that was nice. All right, on the live bait again. Not sure what this guy is.
A lot of line.
But yeah, it took a lot of line out. Right there. And there's just been fish all over. Right now you can see there's bait everywhere. And with that bait, there's just been so many predators. You know, we've had hits we haven't got, and this is gonna be, hopefully, if we get this thing landed, the third big fish. And just gotta be careful to not put your line on anything because you don't want that thing to break. And that motion though that you see the rod doing right now, that's kind of typical of a jack. He's making runs and then giving up a bit, so it could be a rooster. But look, like right now, look at, it's just still taking line, still taking line. Yeah, definitely could also be a jack. No idea. That's not that typical of a rooster. It's just powering through it. It's just powering through that line. Wow. Still going. Wow. Big head shakes. And now we reel, keep tight. Still on here, just swimming toward me. And there we go. Just how you gotta do it. Yeah, no, this is definitely a good fish. And I can see bait all around it. I can literally see a ton of bait in the water. So that's why there's so many fish right now. Look at that, still going. How is he taking this much line? This guy must be by the beach by now. And my drag is set pretty tight. I don't want to tighten it too much because this is a heavy fish. But it is definitely not loose, I'll tell you that. Look at that, head shakes right there. My turn to gain some line. Come here. It's just towing me, but I am gaining some line with it. Feels like I'm hooked up to that ship over there. Wow. Maybe a little submarine. I seriously can't gain much with this guy. It's just, he's just steadily taking all the line. I do think it's a jack. So my kayak's actually making a little wake. I'm getting trolled kind of fast, which is interesting. You know, I'm probably going like walking speed almost. Just, I'm not even moving. I'm just sitting here. I'm not even fighting back on this thing. It's just been taking line for so long. I'm literally just sitting here. I like locked my wrist. Hopefully it doesn't snap off. And I'm just sitting here, watching the birds, letting this guy tire. All right, my turn to gain some line. I cranked down on this drag. I'm not gonna push it any further though, because I want to keep this fish. I cranked down on it a little bit, but it is letting me pull this guy up some. But I am expecting it to just dart back down there the second it sees the kayak, so. Wow. Wow, look, yep. Bye-bye, all the line I regained. See you later. It decided to go back down there, and there is nothing I can do to stop it. Look how far I've gone from Tosh and from the beach So this thing has towed me like half a mile probably and still going. So it'll be exciting to see how far we end up. Getting a little choppy out here. Been going at this thing for a while, maybe half an hour, and it's just towing me straight into the Golfo Dulce. Look at how fast I'm getting trolled now. This is like a little motorized kayak. Look at this. I'm literally getting trolled fast through these waves. Straight into the Gulf. Look at this. It's like a ferry across the Gulf. But it's nice. This breeze from getting pulled around is refreshing because I'm just under the sun right now. I don't know how long it's been now, but we're just not moving. You can see how far I've been towed now and still nothing on this fish. Haven't seen it. Nothing. Barely even gained on it. Yeah, it looks like our friend turned around. Now he's trolling us back home, which is nice. And it also looks like I'm gaining on him a little bit. Nope, he's decided to spin us back around. Look at this, spinning 2 kayaks around. Yep. Yeah, I literally just said that he heard it, and now he's heading straight across the Gulf again. Look at that rod. And now look, now we're gonna get some nice waves courtesy of that asshole. Wow, look at this. Yeah. What the heck? How is it still got, yeah, it got close, and right now it's visiting the twilight zone down there. Oof. I had just gotten him up a good amount and boom, straight back down. The drag is really tight, but he just does not care. He's getting close. He's getting close. Probably 20 feet, but I mean those 20 feet can take a while. All right, he is under Tosh's kayak right now. I'm looking at him. So he's gonna try to just grab the line and pull him up manually. Nice, all right. We got him. Oh, look at that beast. Jeez, what a fish. Whew. Well, there you have it. That is another jack. That's another monster jack. Looks like it's all giants all morning, so that's good. We've been going at it for a while, and look how far I am from land now. So that thing towed me way back. I'm on my way back to shore now though. Trolling a line out right now. I got some live bait on there just to see if we can pick up one more fish. What a fight. I've had 3 fights with 3 jacks right now. My arm feels jacked. All right, that's it for today. We finally made it back on land, and that's 3 giant jacks. Good day.
2 mackerel, 1 on a popper, and then 5 snappers. 5 snappers, yeah, good day. I had even forgot about those, yeah. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, and until next time, tight lines. See you guys.